Is your clay soil a nightmare to work with, hard, compacted, and draining poorly? Imagine transforming it into rich, workable earth with one incredibly simple, overlooked material. This isn't just about amending your soil, it's about a complete garden revolution using something you probably throw away. Fellow gardeners, I've been exactly where you are right now, staring at that impenetrable clay surface that seems more like concrete than soil. After years of struggling with traditional amendments and expensive solutions, I discovered something that changed everything. Today, I'm sharing this game-changing method that has transformed not just my garden, but my entire approach to soil health. The clay conundrum, a gardener's nightmare. Clay soil presents unique challenges that can make even the most passionate gardener question their green thumb. When you dig into clay, your shovel bounces off the surface like you're trying to penetrate stone. During wet seasons, clay becomes a waterlogged mess that drowns plant roots and creates standing pools where your prized vegetables should be thriving. In dry periods, that same soil cracks into concrete hard chunks that repel water rather than absorbing it. The frustration runs deeper than just difficulty digging. Plants struggle in clay because their roots cannot penetrate the dense structure. Nutrients run off the surface instead of soaking in, creating a cycle of poor plant performance despite your best efforts with fertilizers. You've probably noticed how water beads up and rolls away rather than soaking into the soil, leaving your plants thirsty even after watering. Traditional solutions often involve expensive soil amendments, mechanical tilling that can actually worsen compaction, or the back-breaking work of replacing entire garden beds. Many gardeners give up, convinced that their clay soil is a permanent limitation. But what if I told you that this challenging soil type is actually hiding incredible potential, and unlocking it requires nothing more than cardboard? Cardboard's secret power beyond the recycling bin. Here's where the magic begins, and it's happening right under our feet. Cardboard acts as a slow-release soil conditioner that works around the clock to transform your clay from the ground up. As this humble material decomposes, it creates a network of organic matter that physically breaks apart clay particles, creating the space and structure your soil desperately needs. The decomposition process is where cardboard truly shines. Unlike quick fixes that provide temporary relief, cardboard works as a long-term soil builder. Beneficial microorganisms feast on the carbon-rich fibers, multiplying rapidly and creating a thriving underground ecosystem. These microbes produce natural compounds that bind clay particles into larger aggregates, creating the crumbly texture that makes soil easy to work with. What makes this process even more remarkable is how cardboard attracts earthworms. These incredible creatures are nature's soil engineers, and they're drawn to the dark, moist environment beneath cardboard layers. As they feed on the decomposing fibers, they create tunnels throughout your clay soil, establishing drainage channels that prevent waterlogging. Their castings, often called black gold by gardeners, are nutrient-rich deposits that naturally fertilize your soil. The physical transformation happens gradually but steadily. Cardboard acts like a slow-release sponge system, holding moisture during dry periods while allowing excess water to drain during wet seasons. This moisture regulation is crucial for clay soil health, preventing the extreme wet-dry cycles that create those notorious cracks and impermeable surfaces. Alright folks, let's dive into the laying lowdown, a practical how-to guide. Successfully implementing cardboard requires understanding both the preparation and layering process. First, you gotta start by selecting the right cardboard materials. Plain, brown, corrugated cardboard works best, so avoid anything with glossy coatings, heavy inks, or plastic components. Now, when it comes to cardboard preparation, it's important to remove all tape, staples, and labels. These materials won't decompose and can introduce harmful chemicals to your soil. Next up, we have preparing the vegetation. Preparation begins with the existing vegetation. Mow or cut existing grass and weeds as close to ground level as possible. Don't worry about removing every root. The cardboard will smother most surface vegetation while beneficial decomposition occurs below. For those particularly stubborn perennial weeds like bindweed or Bermuda grass, hand removal is recommended. These aggressive plants might push through cardboard barriers otherwise. Now let's talk about the layering technique. This is crucial for success. Flatten cardboard sheets and lay them over your prepared area, ensuring overlaps of at least 6 to 8 inches at all edges. This overlap prevents weeds from finding gaps and ensures complete coverage. Think of it as creating a seamless blanket over your clay soil. Moisture activation is the next critical step. Thoroughly soak the cardboard layers with water until they're saturated. This initial soaking helps the cardboard conform to soil contours and begins the decomposition process immediately. Now comes the feeding layer that accelerates the transformation process. Apply a nitrogen-rich layer directly over the wet cardboard. Compost, well-aged manure, grass clippings, or kitchen scraps provide the nitrogen that decomposer organisms need to break down the carbon-rich cardboard. Complete your installation with a protective mulch layer. Wood chips, straw, shredded leaves, or other organic mulches help retain moisture, regulate temperature, and create an attractive finished appearance. And now, witness the change. The long-term impact and visual proof. The transformation timeline varies depending on climate, moisture levels, and soil conditions, but changes begin appearing within weeks. Initially, you'll notice increased earthworm activity around the edges of your cardboard installation. Within the first few months, the cardboard begins visibly breaking down, becoming soft and fibrous rather than rigid. During this phase, you can actually feel the soil beneath becoming more workable. Push a finger through the decomposing cardboard, and you'll discover that the clay underneath feels different, less compact, and more responsive to pressure. The 6-month mark typically reveals dramatic changes. The cardboard layer becomes increasingly integrated with the soil, creating a rich, dark interface zone where clay particles mix with organic matter. Earthworm tunnels become visible throughout this zone, creating natural drainage channels that prevent water pooling. By the 1-year anniversary, most cardboard has fully decomposed, leaving behind transformed soil that bears little resemblance to the original clay. The soil structure feels fundamentally different, with improved drainage that prevents waterlogging while still retaining adequate moisture during dry periods. Long-term observations reveal the most impressive changes. Soil that once required pickaxes for planting now accepts transplants easily. Water absorption improves dramatically, with rain soaking in rather than running off. Plant performance increases across the board, with stronger root systems, improved nutrient uptake, and better drought resistance. Beyond clay, let's expand cardboard's potential. While clay soil transformation represents cardboard's most dramatic application, this versatile material offers solutions for numerous garden challenges. Creating new planting beds becomes effortless when you understand cardboard's weed-suppressing properties. Pathway management becomes simplified with strategic cardboard placement. Laying cardboard between garden rows creates weed-free walking surfaces that gradually improve the underlying soil. Seasonal garden preparation benefits enormously from cardboard applications. Fall installation allows winter decomposition, creating improved soil conditions for spring planting. Container gardening even benefits from cardboard integration. Placing cardboard sheets beneath raised beds prevents weed invasion from below, while gradually improving the native soil underneath. Common concerns about cardboard applications deserve attention for successful implementation. Temporary nitrogen depletion can occur as microorganisms consume nitrogen while breaking down carbon-rich cardboard. Prevent this by ensuring adequate nitrogen sources in your layering system and monitoring plant performance during the first growing season. The cost-effectiveness of cardboard soil improvement makes this method accessible to gardeners regardless of budget constraints. Most cardboard sources are free, from appliance stores to online deliveries, making this one of the most economical soil improvement strategies available. The time investment is minimal compared to mechanical soil amendment methods, and the results are longer lasting than quick-fix solutions. Environmental benefits extend beyond your garden boundaries. Recycling cardboard waste into soil improvement reduces landfill burden while creating carbon sequestration in your soil. Understanding cardboard's deep impact on clay soil transformation opens possibilities for garden-wide soil health improvements. This method works with natural processes rather than fighting against them, creating lasting improvements that continue benefiting your garden for years. Ready to transform your clay soil nightmare into garden gold? Try the cardboard method this season and experience the difference for yourself. If this guide helped solve your soil struggles, subscribe to the Humus Heritage channel for more sustainable gardening solutions that work with nature instead of against it. Share this video with fellow gardeners who are fighting their clay soil. They'll thank you when they see the results. What's your biggest clay soil challenge? Drop a comment below and let's solve it together in our gardening community.